All right, thank you very much. Welcome everyone to this week's Reps Call. I hope that everyone is well and safe wherever in the world you are. I am staying home as the Mozilla office has asked people to stay home these days. I'm gonna say hello to who is in this call. I say hello to Alex, Kiki, Abizet, David, Fernando, Francesca, Harsil, Jason, Michael, someone from MTV, Punit, Rao, Sonia, and Visal. Let me see who is also in our Etherpad that I didn't say. There is also Angel, Marriott, Frank, and Luna watching us. Welcome, welcome everyone. Hope you are all safe and sound. For today's call, we decided to try to make it a little bit easier for everyone who is stuck home and who wants to participate still in a social life from the comfort of their house. So we decided to make this call a little bit about sharing tips on how to make better your online life if you're stuck home. And since you are all the reps and you are love making events, Harsil has been invited to tell us a little bit about how he's thinking of running his first online event with a technique that he's called fox hunting and how to make things a little bit happier and more interesting for his community and him. So welcome Harsil, and the floor is yours.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just share my screen. Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes,
Yeah,
Harsil, you're all good.
yes, I can
Uh,
see.
okay. Before starting, I want to thank Constantine and Francesca for giving me this opportunity. I have been bugging them a lot with this idea of fox hunt. So, what basically fox hunt is? Fox hunt just came up, and I came up with an idea of fox hunt when there was the Firefox account campaign going on. So, yeah, fox hunt is basically a treasure hunt. It's built on top of a Firefox hunt. So the objectives for the fox hunt are to get more people to sign up for the Firefox account. Through this, we are aiming to get more people involved with to Mozilla and get and spread the Mozilla's mission. We also want people to learn about Firefox Send, how they can use Firefox Send, and how Send can be useful to them for sharing files. And the most important, have fun. So how does this work for us? So how, if you are an organizer, what are the steps that you need to take? It's simple. You just need to create a question. The question can be of any type. It can be a technical question or a non-technical question. So it depends on your agenda. So these are the two examples that you can have as your questions. What is the name of an email client from Mozilla? And we all know it's Thunderbird. A similar question is a tool from Mozilla to monitor security breaches, and that's Firefox Monitor. Uh, Make sure like you have questions that are just not non-technical. They are helping us reach out to people talking about different things that we are doing at Mozilla. Also, your questions can be based on like whether it's an online event or an offline event. We did an offline event where we had a question, the last question, which was which was related to the venue. So the people had to get up and move around the venue to find out the answer. So that can also be a type of a question. Yeah. So for each question, you simply have to create a graphic and upload it to the Firefox end and create a link. If you have used Firefox end, you might know that there are a number of features that you can use. Like you can use these features to set limits. Example, you can set the number of downloads, how many people you want to access that link, or at how many time like after how many times after how many time you want the link to get expired, right? So let's say it's a final question, right, and you want only one participant to get to that to that round. So you can set the limit to one download. You can also, if you are running an online event, you can set the limit to one day. so it can go all throughout the day. So I'll show you how you can do this. Also, you can even set passwords to the links. So uh, these passwords can be the answers of the previous questions. So, like, let's say if we take an example, what is the name of email client from Mozilla? Was my question, and the answer was Thunderbird. Now, Thunderbird here becomes my password for the next question, right? So, I'll show you how this works while giving your demo. Also, make sure you display the links to the participants, all the links at the same time, because you never know like at what time a particular participant might reach the end, right? We don't want them to wait for us to give them the links, especially uh, in an online event. Okay, how it works for the participants. So, ask the participants to sign up for the Firefox account and sign in to Firefox and using this account. Again, they they can uh, take part in it without signing up for a Firefox account, but we want to make aware we want people to know about Firefox account and we want to make aware of them. So so this is something that you should consider. Yeah, open the link for question one. So the participants will open the link for the question one and solve the question. And if the next question has a password, so you can instruct them what kind of password it is. So similarly they can move on to the next questions. So which is the password to the next question, just instruct them what kind of password it is. It can be, yeah, so it can you need to make sure what kind of password it is in case of the casing, like is it an uppercase or it's a lowercase. So please make sure of this. Running it online. So we have run this as a mini event in three of our events, and a lot of participants have enjoyed it. And now we are taking it to an online event. So these are the few points that we have considered. So what we'll be doing is we'll be making prior announcement to remind everyone that at this particular time we are going to start the event. Uh, Also, we'll be posting the links to that communication channel that the event will be having. Also, I'll suggest you that if the platform has an option to ping those messages, make sure you ping that message so that people can easily get it, and keep participants posted about the expiration of links. Uh, on your dashboard of Firefox, and you will know like how many downloads are left. So make sure when it hits zero, you tell the participants that the link is expired, because if you don't do that, it will create a lot of chaos for you and your participants, and of course adjust your questions. Why? Because it's an online event and we want to engage with the participants, so adjust your questions. Yeah. So from those offline events, uh, we had a few challenges. The first one was we were like a lot of participants were using the mobile app, and since the mobile app is in beta right now, we were facing a few issues with that. So I encourage you, if you are doing it, try to ask the participants to play it on desktop using the Firefox Send website. The links get expired sooner than expected. We made a mistake. We didn't keep the track of time, and our links got expired way before the event got started, and we didn't realize it. So make sure you check everything before starting it, and have proper time period set for it, and try to reduce the confusing among the participants. We again didn't notify our participants when the links got expired, so they kept on asking us like have the link is not working, and we also were at that point of time not aware that the link got expired because it reached the limit at the it reached that limit. So yeah, so please keep that in mind. So yeah, I'll be showing you the demo, like how it's done. Hmm, yeah, so I have already logged into my Firefox send account. You simply need to upload a file. I've already made a few questions over here, so I'll upload it now. It Now you over here you can see. then you can set the number of downloads you want or the time of expiry of the link. So for now, I'll keep it by default one download because I want only one participant to get to the next question. And since this is the first question, I won't be setting a password, and I'll click upload. So this will give me a link, which yeah. So here is the link. I'll be posting it. Uh, Let me just post it on the Etherpad. Okay. So and here is the second question. Similarly, but this time I'll be setting the password, and the password will be the answer to the first question, right? And again, I'll inform the participants that the password is all lowercase. There is no uppercase, there is no space, there is no special characters. It's all lowercase. All right. So here you go. If you want to play it, you can play it right now and try it out.
I guess this link is expired, I guess, because somebody hit earlier than me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So this is one of the mistakes that I made. So I just kept one download. So some of you already downloaded it. So the other person cannot download it. So yeah, I should have made it more than one download, I guess. So yeah, whoever downloaded, did you were you able to correct the question?
Whoever downloaded, please reveal yourselves.
So who downloaded it? Did you find it?
I guess there are also people from Mermont that might clicked.
Okay. Okay. So do we have time? Should I post it again or should we move ahead?
Let's move ahead because you already have some questions.
Okay. No problem.
But this is super cool, Harsil. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
And some people are cheering on the chat saying, this is awesome. Love the concept, Harsil. So this is super nice. So we have two questions for you, Harsil. How did you create a link for a question? Isn't Firefox sent only for files?
Yes. So that's why I earlier mentioned that make sure that you, yeah, by creating photos of the questions and uploading photos, why photos? Because your participants might be using on phone, and if you do a text file, it may happen that they might not be able to open it on their phones. So photos uh, are easily people are easily able to open it on their phones. So create a photo of the question and upload it. Yeah. Any more questions?
Yes, we have another one. Oh no, there is an answer already. Sorry. We don't have any other question, but we have from Michael Kohler a comment. I love this creative use of Firefox Send. So very nice, Hercel. I'm gonna also say hello to who I see now in the call. Hello, Manzar, Takeshi. Who else joined? Michael, Lydia, Atik, and those are the new people. Hello, welcome to the new this reps call. Today, Harcel explained us how to use Firefox Send in order to do a fox hunt, as he calls it, with your community. It's a very nice solution of having something creative on online events. Today, our meeting with the whole coronavirus spread and everything, and a lot of people staying from home. Today, our meeting is focusing on how we can help the community with tips and tricks on having online events and having the life better being online from home. So Harsil just shared that. Harsil, I'm wondering, could you also share your presentation link so other people can actually find it afterwards?
Yes, sure. I'll share it.
Thank you very much, Harsil. On topic 2, we have something a little bit about share your experiences, tricks, and advices on how to run an online event. And already people are posting under it. And somebody's saying there are several tools around nowadays: Crowdcast, Hangouts, Zoom, GoToWebinar. Ideal length of the meetup online is around 60 minutes. Also, if you can record the session, upload to YouTube. Have a back channel for discussion, Telegram, Slack, or also Matrix. Someone else is saying, haven't run my events myself, but events I was supposed to go to or was supposed to be in person has moved to YouTube buyers in Slack and Zoom and Blue Jeans. I never heard of Blue Jeans. And other online conference tools, etc. It is not the same as seeing people in person, just watching presentations and chatting, but it's better than that. Thank you very much, whoever added those tips on the Etherpad. Does anybody else would like to talk about any online experience of events that you're having right now?
It's not really an experience, but I got sent a link to a conference that is going to happen on April 7th. It's going to be a remote conference about remote work. Some of you might be interested in that. I'll share the link on Etherpad.
Thank you very much, Michael. Also, Kiki saying, this is really cool. We should spread the trick so people can replicate it herself. So I think that a lot of people love your idea and they want to know more about it. Does anybody else want to share about experiences? Like, so you don't have to listen to my voice all the time. All right, now somebody's writing monthly MDN meetup in Japan. I believe this is the case. I'm just waiting for the case to write, so I verbalize his writing. Online venue and offline venue run parallel, I believe, in parallel. This month, for coronavirus, obviously, online venue is shut down. I think the offline venue is shut down. Takeshi? Yeah. As a result, now you can see how online meetings work. Online events will go they use GitHub, Google Docs, and Talkie.io. Okay, so here's another tip coming from Japan. They also use Slack to make communications among participants. So here's another idea of somebody who has already tried it. The Japanese MDN community is using a mix of GitHub, Google Docs, and Talkie.io along with Slack. If you're interested in knowing more on detail, please contact me. That is the case, in case of you don't know. All right. I am going to pass a little fast on topic 3 and then return if we see any more topics and tips and tricks, from topic 2. And when we say we, I mean the community development team inside Mozilla, we just launched a Matrix room that is called Quarantine Tips. And we're having this room so people can have a space where they can share tips and tricks like we just did here about how to deal with working from home, how to deal with these new things. We are Mozilla. We're going to go through it, and I hope and I believe that humanity is going to go through it. But we are also used on talking with people from all over the world. So go ahead on the quarantine tips matrix room and find out what other people think. Also, you can also have a discussions if you feel lonely home. It's a lot of the social being social away from the rest of your friends. It's not easy, and I understand that. So if you want to talk about stuff, go and talk there. There is also an announcement from Lucy that just was posted today on Discord. Sorry, I'm opening up so I give the correct announcements. Of course, Lucy says staying safe and stay connected. She gives the matrix details and some articles that you can read around it. Also, we are looking inside the community development team on how to better support you all by being remote. We're also looking about how to have Zoom rooms for the community in order to have your online events. If there's anything in particular that comes in your mind that you need as a community member, being home, being remote, not just to have your meetups, but in general, let us know. Please write to me on Francesca or write on the quarantine tips matrix room, and we will try to make sure that we can help you. I cannot make promises for everything, but we will for sure take into consideration what you're asking. We are gathering requirements from different people around the world. The first requirement was the Zoom room, so we're trying to provide that. And again, if you want to talk, if you want to ask for something, if you have any problems in your community, and if you were wondering how to have online events, anything, reach out to us and we will try to help. I'm going to see if anything new has been added on the Etherpad. I think that's Michael that added about the remote working conference. If you want to attend, there is a conference that Michael has just informed us about. So go on and check it out if you have the time and if you would like to do that and you're into watching conferences, that's the right place for you. All right, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to ask if anyone wants to add anything else. Otherwise, I will go to the non-verbal updates.
A question about that Mozilla Firefox and how many files can be uploaded at the same time? Only one or multiple files?
About
Yeah.
Harsil, I think that's for you. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So you can upload one file at a time because a link is generated only for one file. But for every file, you can get a new link.
Oh, right. Thanks.
Cool. And now we're going to go quickly on the non-verbal updates. The first one is the usual one. Please create your community portal account and let Francesca know. You will hear it every time you're coming on this call. I have all the time in the world for me. I'm just staying home all day, so I can remind you for that every 5 minutes if I want to. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be nice. Please create your community portal account so Francesca knows and you don't freak out when we close the Reps portal in a month or two. We don't have a date yet, but it's going to happen soon. On another news, more happy news, there is elections coming. Ioana spoke about that last week. The nominations are open. If you feel you have what it takes to be in the council member, because with great power comes great responsibility, nominate yourselves on the Discourse topic on the link of the portal event page you will find on the first link. We already have some people nominating yourselves. Please, if you feel that you have what it takes, if you want to bring your voice to the council group, if you are, I would ask you to nominate. Also, the more people we have, the more diverse people we have, the better. And so if you don't know if it's good for you or not, it's okay. nominate yourselves if you feel like we have had it takes. And I guarantee you it's going to be a fun ride. On that note, Michael has also posted about the Takansen Town Hall. The town halls used to be where we have a reps call where people were joining and asking questions. This time, it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to happen over Matrix. Michael, do you want to speak about it?
Yes, sure. This is going to happen next Thursday during the whole day. So that means that questions can be posted and answered during the day whenever you have time. This allows for hopefully more participation. And yeah, make sure that you think about some questions you might want to ask to the nominees and post them next Thursday.
Cool, thank you, Michael. And I know we're 1 minute over, but I see a question coming from Atik saying, did you said Reps portal shut down? Sorry, didn't get it. Yes, the Reps portal is going to shut down because right now we don't have the devs in order to be able to maintain it and ask more development time. That's why we're building a lot of the features we're having on the Reps portal inside the community portal in order to be able to accommodate the reps inside the community portal. And that's why we're asking you to come to the community portal. The other reason we're asking you to come to community portal and we're shutting down the reps portal and probably the Monsi portal, and it's because we want everyone to be in one place. It doesn't make sense to have 3 and 4 websites and have a community cut down in different places. Reps are part of the community. That's why we're ensuring that reps can be in the community portal with their needs. Any questions around it? Nope. All right, we are 2 minutes over. I'm gonna quickly check the ether part. I don't see anything new. And with that, I'm gonna close the call. Stay safe, everyone. Wash your hands. It's very important, apparently. That's what the doctors say. If you have any questions, reach out to me and Francesca, and also Kiki's around here. We'll see you all next week. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.